Aloha everyone, we're here in Hawaii and we're going to be asking construction workers what they do for a living. What does a normal electrician make in the union? How did you join this career? Like, what is your story there? What are the skills that you think you need to be successful in construction? What do you like about working? What is your normal day like?
That's like almost basically right out of high school, right? You can go straight 6 months and you're already making $41 an hour.
Do you have a family, wife, kids? What is your family situation?
For all the hot ladies, I'm single.
How many hours a week typically do you work?
Oh, me.
When you think about Hawaii, you think probably a lot about this and not so much about this. So we're going to be asking these workers what they do, how much money they make, and what their lifestyle is like being a construction worker. So me, as someone who's just been drilled in, just go to college, get good grades, get a degree, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Like, having a career as a construction worker wasn't even on my radar. So we'll see what we can find out today, and I think you'll all be surprised. So let's see who we can meet. Say your name, age, and your occupation.
My name is Christian. I'm 33 and I'm an electrician.
What does a normal electrician make in the union?
I believe a journeyman wage is about 56 an hour. So normally comes out to roughly around 100 to 120K a year.
Do you like being an electrician?
I do. It provides for my family, keeps me on my toes, keeps my body in shape. Construction shape, different type of shape, and keeps you learning. You're always on your toes, you're always learning. Everything's getting more technological, everything's getting easier, and you always got to be up to par with our code and all the changes.
Did you always want to be an electrician?
No, I wanted to be a firefighter. I took 3 tests when I was 19, 20, and 2 of them were firefighter tests. 1 was the electrical test. And I told myself whichever one called back first, I would take. The firefighter one called back first, but while they were setting up my physical, electrician program called and said I can start on Monday. I took the guaranteed one.
Nice. What advice do you have for people that are thinking about joining construction or thinking about being an electrician? What kind of piece of advice would you have for them?
No student debt. That's number one. They pay for your schooling. You go to a 5-year program. You learn in school. You learn on the job. And you're basically getting paid to go to school, which is not a lot of people get to do that. A lot of people have to spend money to go to college. And after they're done with college, you have to go find a job. After you find that job, you got to work your way up while paying back student loans on top of the rest of bills in this world, mortgages, rent, electric, and you join a trade and it allows you to work your way into it with no debt, which is probably the best part.
Do you have a family, wife, kids? What is your family situation?
For all the hot ladies, I'm single. My wife's watching this. I have a wife. I have 4 kids. Just kidding. My oldest is 13. My youngest is 5. I got 3 boys, 1 girl.
Does your wife work?
Nope. She's a stay-at-home mom. She raises my kids. She takes care of my kids. She holds it down at home. And I go to work and I provide everything else.
So yeah, being an electrician allows you single income, just gives you the life that you want?
Yes, it does. Provides for the family, puts a roof over our head, puts food on our table, clothes on our back. And best part is, my wife is raising our kids, not a babysitter, not school programs. My wife is the one, takes them to school, picks them up, does the homework. And she does it all. She does it all.
How many hours a week do you work typically?
40. I work 40 hours a week. Sometimes it gets hectic. Sometimes the OT's there. Take it when you can.
What's a downside or something maybe that's not as nice about being an electrician?
I'm 33 years old and I feel like I'm 80. The body hurts, but the harder you work, the less work you have to do. You work smart instead of working hard.
All right, state your name, your age, and your trade.
I'm Peter, 40 years old, and a carpenter foreman.
What does a normal carpenter foreman make in Hawaii?
Carpenter foreman makes, I think, like 52 an hour right now. That's just hourly. And then total package like 80 plus.
How long have you been in the union?
I've been in the union for 20 years.
How did you join this career? Like, what is your story there?
So my story is I had kids when I was young, 19. So I was working at Goodyear, $10, $13 wasn't cutting it. I had to put food on the table, benefits for my daughter now, and that's why I joined the union, because all the benefits that come with.
Did you ever consider going to college or anything like that, or was that not in the cards, or what is your story there?
No, school's not for me. It's not meant for everybody. I didn't want to go into debt with school, so yeah, that's why I didn't go.
What advice do you have for people that are potentially thinking about construction or being in the industry?
To me, my advice is, if you like working with your hands and you don't want to go to school, and living in Hawaii, construction is a good place to go. It teaches you hard work, dedication, and it keeps you focused. Like, the bigger picture, not just work. I mean, you got your family and stuff too. Is you working for them?
What is your family situation like? You got wife, kids? What is that?
Yeah, wife, kids. I'm the breadwinner in the family, so my wife doesn't have to work, and working in construction, that's a good thing.
In the union, you have school. What kind of things did you learn in school?
Yeah, well, it taught me to do your homework, do your classwork, pay attention to what the teacher's telling you, because you learn a lot from there too, and you learn a lot in the field. But school, yeah, it teaches you to be focused on school.
What's your favorite thing about being in the industry?
Just meeting a lot of great people. You always can learn from good people.
How many hours a week typically do you work?
Oh, me, I like working OT, so I work like 60 plus.
Do you think that you can spend a long time in this industry, or is this something that is kind of limited due to the amount of stress that it puts on your body?
Well, hopefully when you're in this industry, when you get older, you raise up in the ranks. You don't want to be putting on your bags the whole time. So that's why you got to get good at what you do.
What is the difference between being a foreman and a journeyman, in your opinion?
To me, you got more responsibilities now. Now you got to plan instead of being a journeyman where you just work. Now you gotta make sure these, say you got 5 journeymans working, you gotta feed them now. They gotta keep working, and you gotta make budget and a schedule.
What is one thing about the industry that maybe is not the greatest, or something that you didn't realize before you started?
One thing that takes a lot of hard work is hard work and dedication, especially with my wife too, watching the kids. I'm not being there to a lot of games or events. Just a lot of hard work goes into it.
You think it's worth it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, sometimes you work so much and then you can plan a trip, and then you can make some memories with them. But as long as they're smiling, they got a roof over their head, and all their medical bills, I don't got to worry about that. It's well worth it.
My name is Reinier. I am 35, and I am a Carpenter Apprentice.
How did you get into construction? What is your story there?
I got into construction, basically my dad, after screwing around in college for too long, I jumped into the trades to settle down, I guess you could say.
What were you doing before?
I was doing teaching, I was going to school, and I was volunteering.
Are you happy with your decision to go into the trades, or?
Most days. No, yeah. Yeah, it suits me. I've always been an outdoor person, so it matches my personality as well as my demeanor.
In what way?
In the way, basically, that I don't know. I don't mind getting sweaty. I don't mind getting hot. And I don't mind hard work is basically the main 3 things that you need to work in construction.
What is your normal day like?
I get up at 4, I leave the house at 4:30, I crash in my car for an hour, and then I go to work. And then I work until we start at 7, sometimes 6, and we work until 5:30 most days. Sometimes 6, sometimes 7, depends on the day. And then I go home, I eat, I do nocturnal activities, and then I sleep.
I don't know what to say to that. What are the skills that you think you need to be successful in construction?
Perseverance, determination, and consistent.
Is every day fun for you?
No. Not at all. Most days, but not all.
But overall, what is your vibe?
Overall I have fun, but I'm a thermostat. I make my own mood. I'm not a thermometer. I don't let other people determine my mood or temperature and shit like that.
It's pretty deep.
But yeah. But if it gets oven temperature, the thermostat can only stay cool for so long. There's only so much you can do. But yeah.
Being 35 as an apprentice, were there any challenges with that?
Yeah, do it earlier. It sucks. The recovery sucks. Yeah. It's not a young man's game, for sure. I'm lucky because I'm active and I'm not overweight or anything like that, so I can get away with it. But still, it's a very physically demanding and challenging industry.
And then do you have any advice for anybody that's thinking about joining construction, anything like that?
Don't. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly, if you're thinking about joining construction, it's a good trade. Make sure that you don't mind being outdoors, unless you're an indoor bitch carpenter. But, no. But what's it called? Really, make sure you're not afraid of hard work, waking up early, and that you don't mind getting dirty. Because honestly, that's what it is. It's staying consistent. It's making sure that the best thing I can say is that at the end of the day, this trade isn't one that allows for too much politics. Hard work will shine through at the end of the day compared to other trades where you have to, or not other trades, but other industries like sales or other bullshit where a good personality will get you further along or the lies will get you further. Over here, at the end of the day, what you put out is basically what people look at and appreciate more than anything.
I'm Mason, 21, and I'm a Carpenter Apprentice.
How much does a normal carpenter apprentice make?
Depends on the step. I think when I started it was like $21, but I think it went up now. I think it's at like 23.
What got you into the industry?
My high school teacher, he got me in the union. But I already knew like I wanted to work something laborful. That's what I wanted to do.
Did you ever think about college or no?
I thought about it, but I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much as working.
What do you like about working?
The high pace, the kind of always busy, always doing something, and like definitely sets me up for my future a lot better than I think college would have done for me.
What is your family situation? Is it just yourself or you have fat wife and kids? What is your family situation?
Just me. Just me. I have a girlfriend.
Do you see it as a good career for you?
Yeah, I see it as a good career. It's pushing me into new boundaries. Like, I'm able to successfully like fulfill goals that I have for myself and then keep going from there.
Do you have any advice for anybody that's thinking about joining the industry or anything like that?
My advice would be like try your best to not be timid. Like everybody gotta start somewhere, so just kind of like go for it, but like think first, be smart, but don't be scared, don't be too timid, and just go. Just all you gotta do is try. That's the main thing. And show up to work. That's the easiest but hardest thing to do.
Yeah, what is one like negative of the industry maybe that you think maybe you didn't realize at the beginning?
I don't know how to word it like professionally. You're gonna catch cracks. Like you're gonna get yelled at, you're gonna get scoldings, but you kind of take it on your chin. You either pick yourself up and keep going, or you know when to call it quits for yourself. As the generations go up, I think a lot of them are starting to get like scared. I would say just try it. You won't know until you try, and as long as you try your best, like that's all you can ask for. So if you cannot hang, you cannot hang. That's truth. But like you just gotta try.
My name is Mark. Age is 29, going on to 30 this year, and then I work as a laborer in the laborers union.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 9, going on 10 years.
Did you always want to get into construction and be a laborer, or how did you end up doing this?
It was more something that my uncle kind of told me about, and I took his advice. He wanted me to go to college. I wanted to go to college, but he also was like, oh yeah, you should go to college, but maybe you should try and work with me for a little bit. So I did. I worked with him for a couple of months, and then after that I just kind of fell in love with the work. Before I was doing pools, so just being able to see what you're making being built up from ground up, and then seeing how beautiful it can be and how great it can make other people smile just from that, just kind of made it, I don't know, something a little bit more worthwhile to do, Kind of felt like I was doing something,
Do you ever regret or think about going back, or what is your thought on that?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't the best student to begin with, but I don't think I would go back. I mean, if I could make the decision again, I think I would probably maybe go into a different trade, like maybe carpenters to start with, but as far as going into the construction industry and going into the unions, I don't think I would change my decision on that.
Well, yeah, why would that be?
Well, just it felt like you're always needed. Even if it's not the same with the same company, you always have something that you can do, and you can always build up and help make all these cool buildings and help others. Just being able to find homes, in a way, and then it also helps being able to have all these tools at home for all the projects that I need to do. If I didn't have that, I'd tell you what, I'd be kind of lost when a lot of our shelves and stuff would just be still hanging on the ground.
How much does a normal laborer make in the industry? What is the hourly rate?
The hourly rate's about 41, and that's after about 4,000 hours of working. So about 2 years of standard working. But yeah, I mean, if you can even do it faster. I know one of our guys was a brand new apprentice right out of the union, and he ended up finishing his apprenticeship within 6 months because he was just working that much overtime, and he was putting in whatever effort he could to better himself, finish his classes. And that's like basically right out of high school, right? You can go straight 6 months and you're already making $41 an hour. It's kind of crazy to think about, right? So,
yeah. How many hours a week do you normally work?
So since we're doing a high rise, we've been doing a lot of overtime hours. So ours is about 50 hours a week, but usually it's 40 hours depending on the job. Right now we're in a push I know at my old company it was always 40 hours, right? Making pools. Yeah, about 40 hours.
What is your family situation? You got wife, kids. What does that look like?
Yeah, I have a wife. Some of my siblings live with me. My mom, she lives away, but she always stays at the house that I have. We do have a house. You know, I was able to get a house.
You bought your own house?
Yes, I did. So, you know, I mean, still going through the mortgage, but see it, it's something that I can say is mine.
So I guess being in the trade, like, does your wife work or anything, or are you the breadwinner of the family? Like, how does that work for you?
I am the breadwinner, but my wife, she wants to become a nurse, and she's going to school for that. She's still going to school for that. I mean, like, when I met her back in 6 years ago, she was still going to school. So it's a long process, especially for being a nurse, because you have to also go through, it's almost like being a doctor, where you have to still go through all your internships in the hospital. So yeah, but yeah, I've been able to take care of my family, all the food, all the bills. I've been able to take care of just myself, and yeah, it's been pretty nice. I've been very grateful for the work that I had.
Is there any advice that you have for anybody that's thinking about getting into the trades, or any advice for people out there that are maybe considering it?
I'd have to say it's a lot of hard work, but if you put in the effort, it shows. That's pretty much it. Work hard.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the conversation that I had with some guys. You know, construction is actually a viable career for a lot of people, and for these guys, like, they have their own homes, you know, they're the breadwinners for their families, they can provide, they have no debt. So I think a lot of people should really consider construction as a career for them. College is not exactly for everyone, and I think maybe some of that is shown today. So if you have any question about what I talked about today, please comment below. I'll do my best to reply to you. And if you're interested in the industry or anything at all, that's what this channel is all about. I want to hear from you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell below so you can join our growing family here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video.